On this channel, I'm no stranger to talking about things that are related to AI, whether it be the deep fakes, the video stuff like Open Sora. All of that has been things that I've covered on this channel in the past. And there's one thing in particular that I covered a couple months ago that I'm now revisiting again, because now there's a new player in the game, which is Microsoft, and what they're doing with AI, which is taking a photo that is a still image and turning it into a video. Now, to all the skeptical believers, you might think that that's impossible, but hey, when you say the word AI at this point, you might as well just sit there and imagine the most unimaginable shit possible happening, because that's really what AI does at this point, right? When all this AI stuff first took off, I was kind of perplexed and kind of taken back by how much stuff was going on, and I couldn't help but just feel like depressed and sad, because I know where all this is heading, especially with the internet. And after I show you what I saw, you're going to sit there and believe that you might as well not even use the internet at this point anymore. At this point, with this technology, I might not even have to even be here and film a video if I really wanted to. You're going to start seeing YouTubers who use this method, and they'll sit there and just make a whole video that way for commentary. Now, am I exaggerating? A little bit, yes, but I do think that that's actually a possible reality in the future. But all right, let me show you what I'm talking about. So first, I just wanted to show this article because this is what caught my eye when I first saw it. It says Microsoft's VASA, or I don't know how to say that correctly, VASA 1 can deepfake a person with one photo and one audio track. That is absolutely scary at the thought of that, because it just makes things even more worse. Already up to this point, right, with AI, you can already have audio synthesizers. I'm still waking up, apologies. You can sit there and have that, and already, as long as you have like just a little bit of someone's voice, you can already recreate their voice and then have like a whole bunch of audio tracks of them saying things that they never said before. Same thing can be said with taking someone's photo. Typically, you could already take someone's photo and then sit there and have a whole bunch of new AI generated images come out with that. You've already seen it with explicit images online, people taking celebrities or just anybody in general and taking their face and then having an AI generated onto a different body. And then, yes, it's very fucked up. It's really disgusting and it's nasty. But those are what people have been using it for, as just one of the easiest things that they can do with the technology already available. Now, once you take something like this, and then you can sit there, and the way it works, the fact that you can just take one photo and then one audio track and then be able to make this is absolutely insane and terrifying. It is the scariest thing imaginable, because once this gets into the wrong hands, because no matter what any company tells you, right, they'll say, oh, we're going to have safety gates, we're going to have safety nets, it's going to be used for ethical reasons, it won't be used for this, it won't be used for that. They're fucking lying. It's going to be used for the most nefarious things imaginable. You just won't hear of it, and if you do hear about it, it's just going to be through someone that's a third party, like a back alley user, someone that's using it for nefarious reasons, but the company says, we're not affiliated with this person, we don't even know how that's happening. They're probably using some GitHub, they're using a repo that's free for everyone to use. That's not on us. That's essentially how it would fall down. But let me show you how this actually works. So you can see right here, this is essentially the interface for uploading something. You sit there, you can upload the image, and then you upload the audio, and then it'll walk you through on how it works. And it's wild, dog.
But you know what I decided to do? I decided to focus all my attention, all my time on listening. So instead of doing something else, I just listened, and listened. Because I'm a true believer that if you're really bad at something like listening, for example, it only shows you that, hey, you have to practice listening as much as you can.
We introduce VASA, a framework for generating lifelike talking faces with appealing visual effective skills, given a single static image and a speech audio clip. Our model is capable of not only producing lip movements that are exquisitely synchronized with the audio, but also capturing a large spectrum of facial nuances and natural head motions that contribute to the perception of authenticity and liveliness. The core innovations include a holistic facial dynamics and head.
And so, of course, if you look at this, right, obviously with me showing you this, you're going to be like, oh, well, yeah, it doesn't look great. But again, as everyone says, in every single time a video is made talking about AI, is that it's the worst it's ever going to be today. It's literally going to be better tomorrow and the day after and the day after. It's just going to keep getting better. And the thing is, for this, Honestly, if you were to sit there and show someone that video and they didn't look into it too hard, and it was just like let's say someone was doing like a Twitch stream or something, and you just happened to go across it, if you didn't look at it too hard, you'd probably think it's real. You'd probably think it's a live stream of this person actually talking, when in reality, it's not. That is fucking scary. This is really the type of shit that I really fear about. A lot of the other shit that's happening, yes, OpenAI with Sora, that's something to be scared about. But this is something that really, you might as well almost pack up your bags. You might as well be like, fuck, the internet's just done. Because it really is. Once this really starts to get mass use, it's fucking over, man. And I hate to sound like doomsday, like a doomist, and be like, oh my God, the fucking world's ending, this is so sad. But this is really what it is, dog. The internet's only going to continue to keep getting flooded with more and more AI garbage. And this is just the beginning of it. This is honestly, it leaves me speechless, dog. And you know what? Let me show you some more of it just so that you can get a better understanding of what else they have. And what I mean by that is they just have different demos and different examples, so they can sit there and show a whole bunch of just different examples. So you can see like right here.
Say you don't want to see this person again. I still think that you should follow up with them. You know, just ghosting somebody after you guys had a good time together is not the nicest thing.
Will prevent those cavities from getting worse and prevent new cavities.
Like,
yo, I'm a paparazzi. I don't play no Yahtzee. I go pop, 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 pop. My camera's up your crotch. See,
that is.
you never tell me that you love me.
I'm not surprised. Not everything lasts. I've broken my heart so many times I stopped.
And so,
大哥今天请我来，可能不光是喝喝酒、吃吃饭，肯定有。
I won't lie, this type of shit reminds me of the things from like Harry Potter with like the talking portraits. That's kind of what I get. This is the vibe I get looking at that. But at the same time, again, like I feel like for something like this, it's funny. It could be, I could already see it being used for, you know how like when AI was first taken off and everyone used it for like the presidents, Donald Trump and Joe Biden, they were using the whole doing gaming together and doing shit like that. That was popping off for months upon months on TikTok. I can see if this gets into people's hands, then they'll start doing a whole bunch of different photos, whether it be anime or different shit, and just having things like that be used for something like this. I can see it being the like just being meme to death for months upon months. And honestly, there's nothing really wrong with that in my opinion. I don't see anything too crazy with that. But the second you start going into shit like this where it's actual people, actual faces, actual photos and voices, that's where shit starts to really hit the fan, and that's where the real issues start to come across. Like
so, you know, sometimes nothing happens,
it's
and sometimes
wild,
everything
man.
happens all at once, and you just kind of deal with it. And it's also just strange to both be extremely worried about different things and have your anxiety levels like peak to the highest they've ever been, and then also be.
But yeah, a fucking crazy shit, dog. It also needs to be reminded that just a year ago, we had this. March 28th, 2023. And we had shit like this. We had that 1 year ago. And now we're already chilling with shit like this, dog. It doesn't get any honestly scarier than that. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about this real quick and bring awareness to it, because I do find this technology fascinating. I always think it's very good to bring awareness to anybody, just in case you're not in the know of things like this going on, because it is scary stuff. And I think if you at least have some form of education and knowledge regarding these subjects and these tools, then it at least help you navigate the internet a little bit more, and it help you to be a little bit more wary and cautious of the things that you see online, because 9 out of 10, as things keep on progressing, is probably not going to be 100% real or authentic. And no matter how many of these websites try and claim that they care about AI content and the disclosure of the use of it, I don't see these companies really giving a shit unless they're hit with a lawsuit or something that really forces them to put their hands behind their back and say, all right, fuck it, we got to do something about it. YouTube has tried to do something about it, but I've already looked at their guidelines and their rules, and I can already see they're not going to take a hard stance on it. They're going to be like, well, if you get caught, then we'll do something. But hey, good luck, y'all. I hope y'all disclose it. But if you don't, it is what it is. That's pretty much their stance on it from everything that I've seen. If you really want to make people disclose AI content and make sure that people follow rules, then you need to have harsh guidelines in the sense of YouTube, where if you don't disclose it and that you did use it, that's a strike on your channel. I think it should honestly be a strike. There is no reason why you can't follow the rules and use the tools that are given to you. I think a strike is what puts the fear in God on people on YouTube. So for YouTube's sake, have a strike. Twitter doesn't give a fuck. They embrace AI to hell and back, and they don't care if you use it or not. I told people many months ago when it was rumored that they were going to start having AI labeled tags that it was never going to happen. And guess what? It still hasn't happened, at least from what I can tell. And same with all the other websites. They sit there and say, oh yeah, we're going to have tools to label AI content. It's going to be great. In reality, it doesn't. And then when you go to check your social feeds, it's just AI content after AI content after AI content. It is very sad. It is very depressing, but that is the internet that we live in now. Anyways, you made this far into the video. Consider giving a like, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below what you think. Have a great day. Yeah.